Welcome back, everybody. It's currently Sunday, 22nd of August, 8 a.m. We're going to do our usual gold and possibly Bitcoin weekly recap. And as usual, we are going to start from the Monday, 16th of August. So this week, we're going to expect which news, which reports. Monday, nothing. We have the retail sales, J Power speech, not very relevant, and Philadelphia and survey. I already forgot the name. Wednesday we have the housing reports, and 8 p.m. we have the FOMC minutes of the last month meeting. Thursday we have the usual jobless claims, and Friday nothing. So we are starting our week after a huge bullish trend, huge correction, huge after setting the price for the buyers at the start of last week. We saw a huge correction of like 800 pips, and we at the end of the week we also managed to see a breakout of this order block that was the relevant price points, price sensitivity area on the left, that managed to have a breakout. This was a price sensitivity area at these key levels, 1759.5 and 1764. Once we knew that we could have strong intraday closures above these levels, price could have a, we can say, clean traffic on the left, but we can say that is less resistance and price can continue up with the right momentum. So we started Monday and we see during the Asian session a sort of top being created at 1781 key level, huge reaction, huge rejection, failing to break above, bullish hourly candle closing without a wick, top wick, and then going down for like 50 pips. And we are now currently going to possibly retest 7072 key level. So let's go and start as usual our weekly recap. Let's go on the 5 minute. We are here. This is 72.5. Let me, of course, zoom in. There you go. So this is 1781, 72.5. This is a useless line. Very good. 7064, 7059, the key levels where we had, as you can see, a reaction. And above, you see how impulsive it was, because this was a huge resistance level. So once it is broken, there's a huge liquidity already that is being prepared and it's ready to jump in and break above. Reaction at 1781, and now we're going to start our Monday. Remember, we don't have any news coming up today, and we have this it's a little bit choppy on the 5 minute. Let me see if it's better on the 1 hour. But as you can already see, we even closed below 72.5, but there's not a huge strong bearish candle, and then because it was really retraced, as you can see on the 5 minute here, tried to break below, but then got immediately corrected on the upside. Let me see if I can shift to, okay, maybe it's better. There was no strong confirmation of the break below, and the new hour here already yeah, then the hour closed below, but as you can see, it's really like 5 pips below, and then new hour made a little lower wick and then fired up, reacting immediately at the 1781 key level. But as you can see, break, retest above, and continuation up. Remember the 1789, it's a very strong resistance level, because if you see on the left hand side, we are almost at this huge price sensitivity area. 1795 and 1781 managed to react many times very impulsively during the last month, but 1795 is a very, very strong. So this is was never broken until since the start of July, and 1789 and 1795 in conjunction were a huge supply zone. So we expect to see some reaction here after this very, very impulsive bullish action and momentum during Monday. We are expecting here to have some reaction. As you can see, very big reaction. And now we are coming towards the end of the day, which is Monday, of course. And during Asian session, we are going to, let's see if we break above 1789 or not. So we're going into Tuesday. The day we have retail sales and the industrial production was not any survey. Doing a slow Asian session, nothing happening, ranging below 1789, and we're coming towards pre-London hours where we have this impulsive break up above 1789. On the 5 minutes there's no retest, probably on the 1 minute there was, I don't actually remember. You break above, you have your like 20 pips, and let's see if now there's enough juice to continue up. Looks like we are retesting exactly on lot 1795. As you can see, we create another block, some liquidity grab, a very, very engulfing bullish candle. You can enter here. It's like 20 pips is very large, this range, so it's not easy to enter as a scalp unless you enter here. But you have 45 pips on the upside to retest exactly 1795. I don't expect price to break above, especially if we don't with the news upcoming. We have a pullback, we have another retest, another attempt to break above, a third attempt. And you know what happens when there are multiple attempts to break above and price doesn't manage. We make a new lower high, a fuck you candle. This is only 5 minutes, so it's very choppy, but on the 1 minute you probably have a more clear path up, and then as you can see already rejection starting, and you can see that price tried to but failed to break above, and then had a huge rejection which brought the price even below. So here we had retail sales that actually showed bad figures for the US dollar. So we were expecting price to continue up on the gold, of course, but also the industrial production was much better than before. So we had this impulsive move on the downside. And this is especially because investors are not looking much yet at the retail sales and the consumer spending, but they're more looking at the employment data. So these retail sales didn't affect much gold. Okay, so now we are retesting 1781, failing to break below. And we are going towards Wednesday. Wednesday is the building housing permits, not very impacting. As you can see, we have reaction and break above 1789, retest, and sort of ranging. We have some reaction in previous highs, but we have a failure to break above 1795, not even 1793, failing to break above, which gives us a huge reaction. Housing permits giving whipsaws, no, the permits are good, the starts are bad, so it doesn't change much. We have the FOMC minute in 3 hours, 2 hours, but it's just the minutes of the last month conference. So as you can see, it gives some volatility, like 80 pips from 1781 to 1789, key level to key level in 5 minutes, or maybe even less. But since there was no revision, the following 10 minutes gave immediately opposite correction. So always be careful when these kind of news reports come up. And we're going towards Thursday, jobless claims day. So you can see on the hourly, we are in a high time frame range. Sort of, where yes, a correction. You can identify a bearish move. Last high, lower high, lower last high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and we are going to make a lower low. So we can identify a bearish trend on the hourly time frame, but even here on the 5-minute time frame. And we're going towards the Thursday, day of the unemployment claims and Philadelphia Manufacturing Index. So we have some moves during London session about 1781. We are at 1789 reacting. You see, we are failing to break above 1789 decisively since the last of the beginning of the week. And okay, we got our unemployment claims, which came out way better than expected and then previous. As I told you here with the retail sales, was around, where was it? Here. The investors are looking at the unemployment claims more than the spending, and they came out much better. There was some also bad report for the Philadelphia manufacturing survey, but as you can see, also this is prevailing, and it gave us a nice bearish move. We're going towards our Friday, which is no news, no report Friday. So we are not expecting any move. So always be careful on Friday, expecting prices might retrace. We might see take profits actions. As you can see, this last fail. This is we failed to create a new lower high. We sort of create a new high, and we are sort of creating a new higher low. Now we're coming towards Friday. Let's see what happens. We have reaction 1781, failing to break. We are sort of restricting and shrinking this sort of flag. Let's see the reaction here. Exactly. As you can see, you can identify. Okay. Yes. Thank you. That we can identify here. Here. Oops. What was this? I don't know. Yeah, we're there. Identify this and this. So we are moving towards a closing pattern and a closing flag, you can say. If this is we do like this, you can see the flag, nice flag. Next week we have some good, nice reports. Of course, we are ranging between 1789, 1772.5, or some in the last few days 1781. 1795, 1772 are the price points of interest for big intraday moves. We gotta expect also next week there's the Fed Jackson Hole conference, which might give us nice moves, and of course, better than the news, an updated sentiment over the outlook of the US dollar. So this is for this recap. Thank you guys.